What's going on, guys? It's Kyle again with DTOM Knives and Gear, and today we're going to be doing the full review of this beautiful knife. This is the Curtis Knives F3 Large. Oh, stay tuned. Welcome back, everybody. Okay, yeah. So if you saw the unboxing of this knife, you will know that this is provided to the channel by my good friend Kyle Lamphere, the second best Kyle in this community. And wow, this is the Curtis F3 custom knife in the large size, and I have seen these around. A lot on Instagram. Even almost traded for one a while back, and now that I have this one in hand, I'm kicking myself. Yeah. This thing is wonderful. What are we working with here? This thing is titanium handles with the CTS XHP. I can never say that the first time. Steel, titanium hardware. And just look at this design. This is a Curtis custom knife. All of his knives, are made in Granger, Indiana. Dave Curtis is just one hell of a dude. It is a veteran-owned and operated business because he himself is a veteran, and he also gives good discounts to other veterans. And you know what? That right there, just thank you, sir. Thank you for your service, and thank you for what you do to help others that have served by offering them discounts on your beautiful knives. I can't thank you enough for all of that. That's just freaking awesome. Another thing about Dave is I have heard nothing but great things. I have not personally talked to him, but I have talked to other people that have and have had other situations where they have contacted them. Apparently, at Curtis Knives, the customer service is absolutely spot on wonderful. He also has a lifetime warranty on all of his knives, which is great. Now, of course, there's limitations on that if you're being stupid. But as far as his knives are concerned and regular use and all that, he has a lifetime warranty. So another thing for these wonderful American-made products is you get very good warranties. This thing is a Warncliffe style blade in that beautiful CTS XHP. I did it that time. Love this blade shape. It is a wonderful hollow grind. I love a good hollow grind. And this one comes down to about 19 thousandths behind the edge. This one is a user. Kyle uses his knives. This one was I think he bought this on the secondary market as well. And so yeah, this one has been put through the paces, and it is definitely a user, and it's been sharpened, but comes down, like I said, about 19 thousandths behind the edge. I have stropped this. I haven't done anything but that because I did get a chance to use this, as Kyle said too. And what did I use this for? I used this for a lot of cardboard over this holiday that I've had it to break down boxes because it's been Christmas. Oh my gosh, does it fly through cardboard? And at work I was breaking down some packages, not packages, but like these freight packages that came in that have all the cellophane and whatnot, was using it to cut all that off of those things. This thing is a cutting dream, which is exactly what it's supposed to be. It is a cutting tool with this hollow grind. It did wonderful on the cardboard. And then with this utilitarian blade shape, it just functions as a great EDC tool. Very heavy duty. This thing is stout, overbuilt, just wonderfulness. Take a look at that pivot. I love that pivot. It is proprietary, but we'll go over that in a second. Wonderful frag pattern. I just want you to see this. Look at that frag pattern. All those little chamfers around every single one of those little squares. So the frag pattern on this thing ergonomically is awesome because it is grippy, but it is not sharp. You are never prying this thing out of anyone's hand. This thing feels amazing in hand. And with that pocket clip, now this pocket clip is something that I really love. Now Another thing about me is just like on the Chavez pocket clip, this pocket clip just tickles my fancy and I love it. A lot of people don't like these kind of style pocket clips because it screams knife. I carry a knife. I don't care if people know. So these kind of things I really gravitate to. And of course, with his bullseye kind of style that he does on his pivot and the pocket clip, I absolutely love it. He is an avid shooter, and so am I. We love the Second Amendment, so obviously that really gets my juices flowing. But the pocket clip itself, kind of a Hinderish style pocket clip where it connects up here and it comes down. Very functional pocket clip. It works very, very well. It is kind of a little bit of a pocket shredder because it is on top of the frag pattern, but it didn't like tear up my pockets. You can definitely feel it going in and out of your pocket with the frag. But these things come in a ton of different variations, and it is a custom knife, so you can basically tell Curtis Mr. Dave Curtis what you want, and he, if within reason, will be able to do it for you because he is that talented. So very, very like gorgeous knife. I want to take a look real fast at the jimping. The jimping back here is done very well, and it mimics kind of the style of the jimping that he does up here. Look at this. Like, the jimping is very like close together, but thin and deep. Like, let's see, kind of give you an idea. Here it is. Here's the jimping on the Spyderco. Very close together. I like this jimping, but look at the difference in the depth. That is amazing, and it does. It actually serves a purpose because I can definitely feel a better grip and not as like sharp in the way he did this. I really, really like it. Now, ergonomically, it feels wonderful, but when I'm in a saber grip, my thumb rides back here, and so I am nowhere near this jimping, so it doesn't do much. However, I kind of choke when I use the finger troll on this, which I love, by the way. It's just not as full of one as I would like, but I kind of come back and my thumb rides here, and so the jimping does provide a wonderful grip and basically kind of an orientation of my fingers whenever I use it in this grip. So very, very nice. I was actually able to use the pinch grip to do some label cutouts. Very, very utilitarian, and I loved this knife while I carried it. Now, you can see, and we go back to this this pivot here. I love the way the pivot looks. It's oversized, just excellent. And you might be thinking, oh, another proprietary pivot. Well, you know what? I'm not a huge fan of proprietary pivots, but guess what? You get this. You actually get, this is a magnetic driver and the tool to be able to take this thing apart and maintenance it. He wants you to do that. He wants you to take the thing apart and maintenance it like you're supposed to. I love that about Dave. That is amazing. The tool works very well. I didn't take it apart or anything, but I mean, it fits just perfectly, and you're able to tune this thing. This one came to me just a little bit off center, and it was kind of it was one of those things where look at the action on this. So it flaps out, comes down, and is just so buttery smooth. So there is kind of a little bit of an area there where you get that really nice action and centered. So this one right here is about perfect for where I like it. But yeah, the fact that you get this is amazing. Dave Curtis is doing it right. He is absolutely doing it right, and I love that. Now, speaking of this action, okay, so we know that the action is just buttery smooth, running on the bearings that it does. I think it is ceramic bearings, and it is the IKBS bearing system. Oh, such buttery smoothness that I loved playing with this thing all day, every day. One thing that people are going to look at and be like, what the is this right here? This is what Mr. Nick Shabazz would call a pocket pecker. This is kind of a big flipper tab, and I get it. And sometimes, I mean, most of the times I don't really care because I carry nothing but my primary knife in my front right pocket. So big flipper tabs don't really bother me, but I don't have it right here because I've got it loaned out to a buddy. Shout out Lefty EDC. Is the Hinderer pocket clip, and it's got this swoop up, kind of a sharp edge that works well and whatnot. But this one is more thought out. And I love Hinderer, okay? And I love the Hinderer, flipper tab. It works fine. But this one I absolutely love because this one, yes, it's huge, but it's very well thought out. So if you'll see here, you've got jimping right here. Very well done, very rounded jimping right here. And then on the top, you have this little area right here. No jimping, just kind of a swoop down. So this thing is designed for both ways of opening. This right here, you hold it and do the push button, fires out like a rocket. And then you have this little area here that on top, you don't need jimping because it has this little swoop for the light switch that works amazing. So this flipper tab, I really have enjoyed because guess what? I can do it in either way that I want, and both of them are super freaking comfortable. Like I could flick this all day, every day using either one of those methods, and it fires out every time, and it's super comfortable. I love the way he did that. That is a wonderful design. I know it's big. I know it sticks out, but as a flipper and for the use of the knife, I wish every knife had it, be honest with you, because I really think it flips out that well, and I love the design for I can do either one, which I like, either the push button or the light switch. Absolutely love it. I think it is wonderful. Let's go ahead and get a close-up. This is kind of a light stone-washed blade. Really like that. There is his logo. Other side of the blade is absolutely sterile. So very nice blade. Thick blade. It is about 160 thousandths thick. The overall length of it is about 8.75 with a 4-inch blade and a 3.5-inch cutting edge with the forward finger troll. Now, like I said, the forward finger troll, I kind of wish it was just a little bit longer. I can get my fat finger in there and I can be okay, but it is right at the cusp of me being, really comfortable with my fat finger in there. Most people, maybe with skinnier fingers, will not have a problem. I wish it was just a little bit longer for me. Excuse me. Like I said, with that hollow grind, oh, it's so sharp, and it does so well. This is a right hand tip up carry only, so lefties out there, yep. I don't think, yeah, you can't. So it is definitely right hand only. So I don't know if Mr. Curtis does anything that is left-handed. Be interested to know about that if he does anything. But yeah, you lefties out there, this is definitely right hand tip up carry only. So as you can see here, it does have a steel lock bar insert that is hardened steel, and then this pivot, which is another really cool design. This oversized pivot is actually your blade stop or your over travel stop. So that is what keeps the lock bar from over traveling too far, and I think that is a wonderful design. I really dig that. And this lock bar, I forgot to talk. I mean, this thing is so easy to get in and out or out of the way. Like sometimes you get a little too much pressure. Sometimes it's a little sharp here. He has got this. It's got a little bit of a cutout. And I just put the fat of my finger in there and move it over, and it's so easy and so comfortable that yeah, it's just the design of this knife. I know it looks kind of it looks simple enough. It's a very neutral design. However, the fit and finish, the fit and finish of this guy is just immaculate. I really love everything about it. Let's go ahead and put it up against some other knives. Let's go ahead and we'll just bring the Spyderco out here for the heck of it. So there's the Spyderco Pm2. So as you can see, just a little bit longer, definitely a little bit wider, and even a little bit thicker, but I love that. You guys know that I like a little bit thicker of a handle to fill out my hand, and so, it works very well. I had this out here earlier, so let's go ahead and just put it up against the Chavez 229. And the Chavez, definitely a smaller knife. They're probably about the same as far as the thickness of the handle. And let's put it up against one of my favorites, the Koenig Arius. Another American-made blade. Pretty similar as far as the overall length. A little bit different of design, obviously, but two wonderful American-made knives. And then, of course, we have the Spartan Harsey folder. Another wonderful American-made design. These things are these knives, holy crap, you can't go wrong with any of these. But as you can see, the Spartan is just a little bit longer than the Curtis. But yeah, there's your size comparisons if you are familiar with any of those knives. So all in all, lifetime warranty, veteran owned, hell of a good guy with his warranty and customer service. you can't go wrong with this. Now, these are not cheap. You do pay for this premium knife that you see before you. I am not sure how much this one cost. If you wanted like a base model with, plain titanium and all that stuff, you're looking at about $700. And then once you start adding the frag pattern, this bronzed out hardware, the price goes up. I'm really not sure how much this cost, new if you were to get it like that. But, do I think they're worth it? Oh man, yeah. Yeah, I do. This thing has just been so much of a dream in the pocket and in all the duties that I put it through. The way this flipper tab is designed, I absolutely love. I love the oversized hardware and this frag pattern. Yeah, I think if I was to get one of these, it would definitely be this frag pattern, because holy moly, the grip that you get on this thing, and like I said, not being too sharp, is amazing. I probably would, if Dave could do this, if I ordered one of these to get this just a little bit further out for my big fat fingers, and then this knife would be pretty perfect. I love it. Oh, do I love it. And Kyle, I so thank you very, very much from the bottom of my heart for allowing me to get this thing in hand and use it, because I am a Curtis fan now. 100%. I will have one of these in the collection at some point. That is for sure. This guy will be going on to another reviewer here for pretty soon. So guys, thank you so much for stopping by and checking it out. I love this knife. I can recommend this knife. If you can afford it and you're wanting a great American-made product, this is one to look at. Holy crap. So I will have Kyle Lanfear's Instagram, his YouTube, all that stuff linked down below. Go check him out. He is a wonderful dude. He's got an awesome collection. So definitely tell him thank you from me, from the first best Kyle. That we so appreciate him. Guys, stay safe in this crazy world that we are living in, and we will see you in the next one.